Hello, hello, and welcome to the first Legacy of the Voidcast with your caster, Slave a Slave. This is going to be a PvP running in 15-minute range. It's a good match from what I hear. This was submitted to me by the player here, Dipwood, in the bottom right, to r/castit. So without further ado, we'll get into our introductions here. And as I have already said, in the bottom right corner, we have the yellow Protoss, Dipwood, and his opponent / challenger in the top left. We have the green Protoss, TAW Torque. I am interested to see the way this match goes. I've been playing random lately in the beta, but I have not been getting a whole lot of PvP. There aren't a lot of Protoss players in the beta. I think that they're a little salty about not being super powerful. Just kidding. Don't hate me because you play Protoss. I play them too. I know that it sucks facing other things here. Zerg has been tearing me apart as a Protoss, so I am very excited for the new warp-in changes, as well as the new disruptor style that they're going for. This is going to be much more like the Reaver and Brood War. If you know what I'm talking about, I hope you'd be excited too. If you've ever watched any Brood War, there are fantastic micro opportunities that go along with the disruptor of that model. So far, we got a pretty standard build coming out of each of the players here, both going for the Cyber Core, although I don't know if this is a very early gas. These players are in higher leagues than me, and I could just not know my timings. It looks like both of them are taking it, so nothing too bad. We do see two gateways coming out of each with their cybernetics cores and then just probing up. No expansion's gone for yet. And Dipwood getting his scout, liking what he sees, I suppose, and then getting on out of there. And about now, we will be seeing tech options, I believe, unless we're going to just crank out a bunch of adepts. And it looks like we're getting that Torque up here, pushing out with 2 adepts and actually chrono boosting them. Going for some sort of early aggression, maybe. Probably we'll put down a proxy pylon here to coincide with Warp Gate finishing up and maybe go for some sort of adept pressure. Defensive advantage is going to be good here for Dipwood, however, as he already has 1 adept on the field and 2 more on the way. He's going for his Twilight Council here. He has the option of going for shield or maybe switching over and going for some sort of blink play to follow this up. Stargate out of Torque. Okay, I am going to be interested to see this. I have not seen a whole lot of air versus ground toss, and it'll play out very well if Dipwood decides to go the route of extra shields for his adepts as opposed to the blink on Stalkers. Blink with Stalkers is going to be great for defense against a bunch of Phoenixes, but we'll see what Torque ends up going with here out of his base. The Proxy Pylon is down, although it looks like he didn't want to get into the fight here against the 3 adepts of Dipwood. Dipwood also having a well-placed Proxy Pylon kind of out of the way here, but close enough to reinforce if he does push forward. The adept numbers balance out as we get closer, and it looks like we're actually going to be seeing an Oracle out of Torque. This is going to be bad for our hero Dipwood. If he does not get anything in his base, it looks like his Mothership Core should have a overcharge by the time the Oracle gets here, but oh, and he's going to see it come out. Will he cancel that? No, he's just going to go for the attack here. Getting 2 probes, 3 probes, but he is going to lose both of these adepts, it looks like. 3 probes. Maybe 1 more there? Nope. Unlucky. Oh, does get out with 1 of his adepts. That was a fairly decent trade. There were a decent number of losses. It looks like there were 4 SCVs killed. Stalkers on the way in here. And Dipwood did go for the blink. He did not react, however, to this Oracle at all. There's that photon overcharge I was looking for. Now that should clear this Oracle out of here, but not after getting quite a few kills, actually. This Proxy Pylon still not in use. Action over here in the base of Torque, as he's still no blink here on the Stalkers, so they're just going to bail out. It looks like he could lose it. He's going to lose 1 to that overcharge. I don't really like what he's doing. I think that he needs to back off. He can get this free pylon, but at this point he has the weaker army. I just don't believe that Torque knows this. He's going to go for a bit of a flank here. Oh, is he going to go? He's going to go back and go ahead and get that pylon. And now he's got the blink. He's going to utilize that to try to snipe out another adept here and just trade a bit more efficiently. Torque does push this off, but gets a supply block from it. Now, he does beat that supply block. In the meantime, however, we have the Oracle moving into the base of Dipwood. Not too much more damage. It looks like he may have gotten 2 or 3 more probe kills here, but the Stalkers are now in position, Mothership Core is ready to go, and the natural is completed for Dipwood. So he is in a fantastic position. His contain has worked, and he even delayed... What is this upgrade? Is that the shield upgrade for Adepts on the new screens? Interesting. Okay, so Adept shield is coming out of Torque here. He looks like he's going to be pushing heavy with the gateway units after his Oracle didn't do quite as much as maybe he had hoped. Oh my lord, is he going to be able to cancel this? He could maybe? No, Dipwood is going to back out of there. He's a little outgunned, but his contain remains, and he is in a fantastic position right now. Worker count is about even because of the no defense down here, though. However, Dipwood cannot move into saturating his natural. That Oracle is just going to do so much work here. And it's just moving around with it. The contain is leaving. Dipwood is on his way home. He sees he's ahead, and I think that he's just going to return home, defend against this Oracle, and start probing up. Move into some more tech, possibly. Looks like shield has finished for the Adept. Blink is obviously still in play here. A couple of Adepts coming in for Dipwood. And, oh, is that Oracle going to go down? Not quite. It doesn't look like... Oh, now he is moving his position with these other Stalkers. Is he going to snipe this? Because that would be beautiful. He is. He's going to get it. And he is now safe on the map, but he does not see this move in here. Just now seeing it. Dipwood is going to lose his natural. I don't think that there's anything he can do about this right now. Looks like he's sending his Adepts to the other side to trap the army of Torque in here, and Mothership goes down. A Photon Overcharge is doing work, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. There's not enough production here. A Photon Cannon goes down in the mineral line, and now Dipwood is fighting up a hill, and it is not going to be working for him. Blink does help, but these shield upgraded Adepts are so unbelievably strong. Looks like all of these probes are going to go down in the natural. The army of Dipwood is going to get decimated. And unless something goes terribly awry for him, Torque is going to take the natural, if not this entire game. Some good control out of Torque, kiting against those Adepts as he has the advantage in range here, but not for long. +1 will be finishing soon for Dipwood, but I don't think it can save him now. Adepts are jumping right on to those Stalkers, and there's just nowhere for them to go. He can blink them out, but it's not going to do a whole lot to help him. Photon Cannon finishes, but that goes down very quickly. More blinks in. We get Adepts coming in here. Torque not taking advantage of the warp-in nerf, and it actually looks like Torque is going to get cleaned up here. Very surprising game so far. Excellent utilization of Blink. Dipwood abandoned his natural, and Torque has actually put himself almost at a disadvantage here for not killing that natural. Dipwood can now reprobe that. He has a defender's advantage for warp-ins. I think he's going to defend this. This is absolutely fantastic defense. Now, there are 4 more Adepts coming in, and I guess there's 4 gate production behind this for Torque. Looks like he's going to focus down those Adepts. Now, they don't have the shield upgrade, so he will not be able to trade evenly with Torque, but that +1 is done now, giving him a fair bit of damage advantage. And Torque is going to lose his army here. We now have 7 Adepts, and a new Photon Overcharge is just about ready. If he can get that off, I think that his defense is going to be sealed. There it is. And I think that that spells the end of this attack for the green Protoss. He's going to have to bail on out of here before losing too much. The blink onto those adepts. Don't want to overextend here. He's got to be careful. Okay, he kills the probe, and he's going to go ahead and back within the protective range of this overcharge. Now, Dipwood is down to 12 workers, putting him behind Torque. However, I don't know how much it means. There are only 4 mineral patches left in the main here for the green Protoss. His income is very even if you're not counting the gas. I'm not sure about the decision to go for the force fields here, as Blink Stalkers are going to be utterly unaffected by them. Mothership Core is going to go down here. Oh, barely, almost saved it. And now Dipwood is starting to probe up his natural. Looks like he may have transferred a couple down. Better saturation. Zealots now coming into play for Dipwood. I like this idea. He needs a tanky unit, and his adepts are not going to compare to the adepts. He's pushing these back and forcing them to attack the Zealots, while his stalkers can just focus them down, and he's going to be able to chase these all the way across the map. There's nothing he can do about this. Nope. Okay, Dipwood's just going to back off. He still knows that he's ahead, I believe. Pulling the probes, Oracle back in play. Torque, excellent move, getting another 4 probe kills and just destroying the income of Dipwood. Now only barely a quarter that of the green Protoss. Now Torque has another option to move in here. Oh, those sentries are just done for. The only problem is that there's still no defense against this Oracle. He's going to swoop in here and just get all the kills he wants. Oh, an excellent move here by Torque. Excellent. And it looks like Dipwood's just going to pull the boys. He's going across the map. 2 probes and 7 stalkers against 2 adepts, a mothership core, 2 stalkers, and an oracle. Now, photon overcharge is going to be so clutch here. Morphing an Archon as well. Dipwood, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't like your position here, though. Just doing what he can, getting the damage in, microing where he can. He can't really get in range of that photon overcharge, though. There's not much he can do. Beginning to mine at home again from what looks like those 2 workers went back, although the Oracle is just going to come and finish us off. Oh, he has the photon cannon down in the main. I like that. That is going to keep the Oracle away, and he will be able to maintain his mining, at the very least in the main. Dipwood still way behind in army supply, but he has a more mobile and active army. He can blink out of here and essentially take no damage on any of those stalkers if he's good enough with it. Oh, he does lose 1, loses 2, and he's, a little bit of a misclick there, and I think he's, okay, he saves 1 more stalker. Now 4 stalkers against an Archon, 2 stalkers, and 2 adepts, as well as an Oracle, once again keeping all probes out of the natural of Dipwood. Mothership Core still alive, still has yet another photon overcharge, but the mining is absolutely done for, well, what looks like both players. Dipwood just a little bit of income. And I believe that we're going to see some long-range mining, unless he's just going to go for the full surround here. I think that he is. He's pulling boys. Let's see what kind of action we can get. Little probe on stalker kills. Stalker's leaving half of his army behind. A little bit of a mess up here by Torque. I think he was controlling the Oracle in the main of Dipwood, and it's going to give Dipwood a chance here to kill off a lot of these probes. Now, under perfect conditions, Dipwood can win this game. But he is in a terrible, terrible, frightful position right now, with nearly no income, no gas, all he can back up with, and the Oracle swoops in here, is going to do a lot of damage, and, oh, 1 stalker getting stuck on its own, and it's going to get focused down. Now 4 stalkers against this sizable army, and no mothership core for Dipwood. This is going to take a miracle. 2 zealots come into play here. They will help tank, but these 2 Archons are just going to be incredibly strong. I like the way he is using this photon cannon in the main. This is beautiful. Using it to zone out, he knows that his opponent has no mining. He assumes, I would guess, that his opponent doesn't have enough for a Nexus, or I'm sure he would have put it down a while ago. Loses another Stalker, and it looks like Torque is just going in here on this photon cannon, and Dipwood focuses down his own stalker by accident. Oh, the poor guy. Does kill off most of this army, though. There's only one Adept and one Archon left. Oh my god, is he going to do this? Is he going to be able to do this? I think that he just wins this. He has range. He has micro. He has blink. This is beautiful. This is one of the closest games I have ever watched. This is beautiful. Now, there is long-range mining on the other side of the map, it looks like. Yes, there is some long-range mining. Oh, so close. So close. So close, Dipwood. You got it. And he takes out the Archon. Long-range mining on the other side of the map for Torque. And Torque, GG's. Oh. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That was a fantastic game. Thank you so much, Dipwood, for submitting that. And thank you for letting me cast it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed that. Please check out my YouTube channel at twitch.tv/slaveaslave. And check me out on Twitch as well. I play mostly Thursday nights. Kind of variety, although a lot of Legacy of the Void is mixed in there at twitch.tv/slaveaslave. Did I say that earlier? My YouTube is youtube.com/slaveaslave. I think I said Twitch earlier. We'll just make sure we get them both in there. Anyway, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a fantastic rest of your day, night, or morning.